first I was a little hesitant because I went, am I worthy enough to go on something that is termed a pilgrimage? Am I spiritual enough to go with others on a pilgrimage? But there was this calling, and the calling said, yeah.
At a really basic level, pilgrimage is about being aware that our time on earth in this life is a journey. Every once in a while someone wakes up or something terrible happens or something wonderful happens and you go, you know, there must be more.
This is a village, but it's in a sort of country environment. And there are large towns. There's Carcassonne, which is close. There is Toulouse, which is a wonderful town as well, and that's just an hour away. So there are so many possibilities here. And then the countryside, when you drive through the countryside, and if it's nice weather, which it generally is here, it's just out of this world. Yeah, it's a privilege, real privilege to be here.
That's wood. I find the most beautiful artist things, you can find them in the nature. Everybody is a part of this village. Of course, in the other village will be the same, but it's like a mosaic or puzzle. The village is not rich with money, but rich with different personalities. If you have a lot of contact with people, I think it gives you the best key to learn about yourself. It's so nice.
For me as a neuropsychologist, it's realizing, wow, yeah, the brain needs ways to walk through, because physiologically, to work through trauma, but you need to have a different physiological experience. Is what we know with the vagus nerve and our stored trauma is when something triggers us, we re-experience the trauma in our emotionally brain, and then our whole body re-experiences the trauma. So in a lot of ways, our body needs to be experiencing something different when we're remembering trauma in our brain. So I think the big ingredient is you're getting all sorts of novel stimuli. Actually, what this does is it actually jolts our whole system out of younger, dysfunctional, limited ways of thinking, ways of feeling, ways of even knowing ourselves and our bodies. And then we're made to try to make sense of that.
I think the lessons that I acquired on this trip were lessons that I felt, were lessons through the heart, were lessons that were emotional, which is different from the way I normally process information through the brain and the thoughts and the cognition. Yeah, it was through the heart. I mean, when I think about it, like I have to take it in little tiny bites because part of me would just go, wow. You know?
I think at the core of understanding pilgrimages is as you walk into creation, as you walk into the world at large, you experience a greater truth, a greater love. You know, we're craving these things that actually expose us to life out of our bubble. And at the same time, we're very reluctant. It scares us. We don't want to do it. It feels intense, abrasive, disorienting. So it takes a lot of courage to step out of the bubble, but isn't that really what most therapies need to be about, is challenging us to step out of our familiar dysfunction into possibilities of something more. You know, another way of saying it is, you know, when we step out of life as we know it into what we don't know, we realize in some ways we're stepping out of our story into the big story, into the real story.